Here are 101 facts about American biker culture. Stick until the end to find out the real story is stranger than any movie. Deep roots. Number 1. Between 60 and 70% of American bikers illegally rip out their factory exhaust systems, turning their federally mandated 80 decibel machines into 100 plus decibel noise weapons. That's literally chainsaw loud and completely against federal law. So much for that whole loud pipes save lives philosophy, when most loud pipes are just straight up illegal pipes, breaking noise pollution regulations every single day. Number 2. In 1947, the first Hells Angels chapter formed in Fontana, California, with just 5 founding members, all of them World War II veterans desperately searching for the intense brotherhood and adrenaline-fueled camaraderie they'd experienced and lost when the shooting stopped and civilian life felt empty by comparison. Number 3. If you've ever wondered why modern Harleys don't shake your teeth loose and rattle your bones like those old-school choppers from the 70s, it's because the revolutionary 1975 FX Super Glide introduced rubber engine mounts that cut engine vibration by a massive 60%, more than half the shake completely eliminated with one brilliant engineering innovation that most riders don't even realize exists. Number 4. Think motorcycle culture is all about leather-wearing, beard-sporting tough guys riding into the sunset. Well, think again, because among millennial riders, 26% are women, meaning your teenage daughter is statistically more likely to own a Harley Davidson than your grandfather ever imagined would be remotely possible when he was cruising Route 66. Number 5. The original Harley Davidson Electra Glide launched in 1969 with an electric starter that added only 12 pounds to the bike's total curb weight. Absolutely revolutionary push-button convenience without the significant bulk that engineers thought would be inevitable with electric starting systems. Number 6. Here's what they don't tell you about early motorcycle history and why it matters today. Motormade's founder Dot Robinson became the first woman to win an official AMA competition in 1940, completely dominating the legendary Jack Pine race when it was basically considered the Daytona 500 of its era, and men assumed women couldn't handle the physical demands. Number 7. That supposedly eco-friendly 50cc commuter bike you see zipping through city traffic actually produces nearly 7 times more toxic emissions per mile than a standard 2-liter car engine, making it scientifically one of the absolute dirtiest vehicles currently operating on American roads. So much for environmentally conscious green transportation alternatives. Number 8. The word biker first appeared in American print media in 1932 in a Pittsburgh Press newspaper article covering American Motorcyclist Association racing events, meaning the term itself is almost as historically old as organized competitive motorcycling in the United States. Number 9. Every single hand-forged detail of that culturally iconic Captain America chopper from the groundbreaking film Easy Rider was painstakingly handcrafted by talented builders Cliff Voss and Ben Hardy over 4 intensive months in 1968, proving that genuine cultural symbols don't just magically happen, they're deliberately built by skilled craftsmen. Number 10. Modern Harley-Davidson motorcycles pack sophisticated onboard computers that continuously adjust fuel injection maps in real time every 10 milliseconds based on constantly changing oxygen sensor feedback data, meaning your grandfather's simple mechanical hog has evolved into basically a high-tech smartphone on wheels with more computing power than the Apollo lunar missions. But of course, none of this technology would exist without the rebels who started it all. Rebels born from war. Number 11. During the massive global conflict of World War II, Harley-Davidson wasn't just manufacturing weekend recreational toys for American enthusiasts. They systematically manufactured over 95,000 specialized WLA military models for American armed forces between 1941 and 1945, essentially putting an entire mechanized army division on 2 wheels across multiple combat theaters. Number 12. When those battle-hardened veterans finally returned home to peacetime America, motorcycle groups like the Rebellious Booze Fighters, the Urban Market Street Commandos, and the brilliantly named Pissed Off Bastards of Bloomington formed specifically because traditional civilian suburban life simply couldn't replace that intense military brotherhood, shared danger, and constant adrenaline rush they'd become psychologically addicted to during wartime service. Number 13. What military psychologists and researchers now scientifically recognize as post-traumatic stress disorder drove thousands of combat veterans to actively seek out other former soldiers who instinctively understood exactly why peaceful suburbia felt like a suffocating psychological prison after experiencing that life-or-death intensity of wartime camaraderie where your survival literally depended on the guy riding next to you. Number 14. The groundbreaking Motormaids organization officially established itself in 1940 with exactly 51 determined charter members from across the United States, definitively proving that women weren't some recent trendy addition to American motorcycle culture. They were actually founding members and pioneers of the entire cultural movement from its very beginning. Number 15. Here's the uncomfortable, dirty secret about early organized motorcycling that most people never learned. The supposedly inclusive American Motorcyclist Association remained strictly whites only until the progressive 1950s. So when various motorcycle clubs proudly called themselves outlaws, they weren't just rebelliously fighting against arbitrary rules and regulations, they were actively fighting institutionalized racism too. Number 16. The historically significant McCook Outlaws emerged from Cook County, Illinois in 1936, eventually evolving into the notorious Outlaws Motorcycle Club and providing concrete evidence that organized motorcycle rebellion has surprisingly deep and legitimate American historical roots dating back nearly a century. Number 17. The now infamous Hollister incident during 4th of July weekend in 1947 saw approximately 4,000 rowdy motorcycle enthusiasts completely overwhelm the small town's 5,000 permanent residents, creating the foundational template for virtually every motorcycle movie stereotype, outlaw biker image, and cultural misconception that Hollywood would perpetuate for decades afterward. Number 18. The legendary Indian Motorcycle Company dominated American roads and racing circuits from 1901 until corporate bankruptcy tragically destroyed them in 1953, proving that even the most established mechanical legends can die painful corporate deaths when business management goes catastrophically wrong. Number 19. That custom chopper style you think looks so authentically cool actually got its distinctive name from a 1953 Hot Rod magazine article describing budget-conscious bikes with chopped fenders and shortened frames, meaning your rebellious style icon actually started as practical Depression-era cost-cutting customization rather than artistic expression. Number 20. Influential Beat Generation writers like Jack Kerouac deliberately linked motorcycles to personal freedom and spiritual journey in their widely read novels, essentially programming the collective American consciousness to automatically see motorcycles as rebellion machines and freedom symbols rather than simple practical transportation alternatives. Number 21. First official Sturgis motorcycle rally in 1979 attracted approximately 8,000 dedicated riders to rural South Dakota, but by 2020 that number had absolutely exploded to over 500,000 people, temporarily transforming a small agricultural town into the temporary motorcycle capital of North America. Number 22. Ed Big Daddy Roth's revolutionary custom motorcycle display at the 1964 New York World's Fair attracted over 1 million fascinated visitors, essentially introducing mainstream middle-class America to the sophisticated art and engineering of professional motorcycle customization for the very first time. Number 23. Arthur Davidson himself, one of the 4 original founding fathers of Harley Davidson Motor Company, personally supported and financially backed the all-female Motormaids Motorcycle Club, conclusively proving that the company's founders clearly understood their potential customer base was significantly broader and more demographically diverse than most people today realize. Number 24. In 1937, angry Harley-Davidson factory workers became so enraged during a bitter labor strike that they actually firebombed and destroyed their own workplace, causing over $75,000 in devastating equipment damage and forcing the entire production operation to completely shut down and relocate for 6 months while repairs were completed. Number 25. The massively successful Harley Owners Group officially launched in 1983 with modest beginnings but exploded to over 1 million active paying members by 2017, making it quite possibly the largest brand-specific consumer club in recorded human history spanning multiple continents. But those post-war rebels desperately needed sophisticated machines that could actually match their rebellious spirit and adventurous lifestyle, and that's precisely where some seriously clever engineering magic and innovation comes into play. Hidden engineering genius. Number 26. If you've ever had the opportunity to ride an Indian Thunderstroke 116 engine and noticed how remarkably smooth it feels compared to other big V-twins, you've personally experienced advanced dual counterbalancer technology that systematically reduces problematic secondary engine vibrations by 25% using precisely balanced spinning weights that literally fight against the motor's natural reciprocating shake and harmonic resonance. Number 27. Some absolutely hardcore traditionalist riders deliberately choose painful custom rigid frames with zero rear suspension components, relying entirely on a basic sprung saddle to absorb a measly 15 millimeters of bump travel, meaning every single pothole, crack, and road imperfection becomes a direct kidney punch transmitted straight through the frame for supposed riding authenticity. Number 28. Modern high-performance sport bikes pack sophisticated slipper clutches that intelligently cut dangerous back torque forces by 50% during aggressive downshifts, actively preventing your rear wheel from suddenly locking up under engine braking and instantly transforming you into a human road crayon sliding across asphalt at highway speeds. Number 29. Since 2015, the most elite custom motorcycle shops have been utilizing exotic titanium exhaust systems that dramatically slash total weight by 40% compared to steel while simultaneously surviving extreme operating temperatures up to 1800 degrees Fahrenheit, literally hot enough to completely melt solid copper pennies into liquid metal. Number 30. The revolutionary FXR frame design introduced by Harley Davidson in 1982 ingeniously hid the entire oil tank beneath the transmission housing, dropping the motorcycle's center of gravity by 2 full inches and completely transforming how these traditionally top-heavy machines handled tight corners and aggressive lean angles during spirited riding. Number 31. Here's Harley Davidson's greatest mechanical deception that fooled riders for decades. Softail frames introduced in 1984 secretly pack functional rear suspension components completely hidden beneath the transmission while maintaining that rigid chopper appearance, giving riders 2.2 inches of suspension travel they don't even realize exists. Number 32. Victory Motorcycles pioneered the use of exotic chromium molybdenum steel trellis frame construction in 2003 that increased crucial torsional rigidity by 30% over conventional mild steel tube construction, essentially space-age aerospace materials cleverly disguised as regular-looking motorcycle frame. Number 33. What experienced custom builders commonly call 60-inch frames actually measure exactly 60.2 inches between the steering head and rear swing arm pivot point. That seemingly insignificant extra 0.2 of an inch measurement makes the critical difference between stable, predictable handling and dangerously sketchy high-speed behavior. Number 34. Baker Drivetrain's precision 6-speed overdrive transmission systems systematically drop engine RPM by 15% at sustained highway cruising speeds, completely transforming brutal interstate endurance slogs into comfortable long-distance touring experiences where you can actually hold conversations without shouting over engine noise. Number 35. S&S Cycle's legendary superstock camshaft profiles have consistently boosted horsepower output by 15% since 1969 without requiring any carburetor jetting modifications whatsoever, essentially free horsepower gains, hiding in optimized valve timing and lift specifications alone. Number 36. Harley Davidson's cutting-edge variable valve timing research conducted throughout 2024 demonstrated potential torque increases of 8% in traditional V-twin engines precisely within the mid-range RPM sweet spot where normal riders actually use and need the additional power during real-world riding conditions. Number 37. Buell Motorcycles patented their innovative perimeter brake rotor system in 1987, strategically mounting the brake disc at the wheel's outer circumference edge to dramatically improve heat dissipation by 20% compared to traditional hub-mounted brake designs that trap heat near the axle. Number 38. Advanced twin-spark cylinder heads introduced on Harley-Davidson touring models in 2016 significantly improved overall combustion efficiency by 12%, essentially extracting measurably more explosive power from every single molecule of gasoline while simultaneously reducing harmful emissions output. Number 39. Sophisticated ECM flash tuning kits can advance ignition timing by up to 4 degrees at higher RPM ranges, systematically unlocking substantial horsepower that motorcycle factories factories deliberately left on the table to meet increasingly strict federal emissions regulations and noise standards. Number 40. The ingenious Buell XB-9R featured a revolutionary under-engine airbox design that consistently reduced intake air temperatures by 10 degrees Fahrenheit compared to traditional top-mounted systems. Cooler air equals denser air, which equals more oxygen molecules for more explosive combustion power. Number 41. Modern LED headlamp systems with integrated daytime running lights consume just 10 watts of electrical power while generating light output that looks like it beamed down directly from the future, providing maximum visibility with minimal electrical system drain on the motorcycle's charging capacity. Number 42. Extended forward foot control systems on custom bobbers move your feet 2 inches forward to achieve that authentic vintage riding stance and classic visual proportions, but after 3 hours in the saddle, your knees will be screaming for mercy and begging for standard ergonomics. Number 43. Racing-derived slipper clutch technology now appears regularly on cruiser motorcycles, intelligently reducing dangerous back torque by 50% during aggressive downshifts, because apparently even laid-back cruiser riders occasionally enjoy not crashing into guardrails during spirited canyon carving sessions. With all this sophisticated technical wizardry finally perfected through decades of development, talented custom builders could finally stop constantly worrying about making motorcycles that simply worked reliably and start focusing their creative energy on making them absolutely gorgeous rolling sculptures. The art of the machine. Number 44. The most elite custom motorcycle shops now handcraft exotic carbon fiber front fenders weighing less than 1 pound each, 60% lighter than equivalent steel alternatives, while looking like they escaped from a science fiction movie and providing the same structural strength as traditional materials. Number 45. Ed Big Daddy Roth's legendary candy paint jobs required 8 separate coat applications applied at precisely controlled humidity levels below 60% to prevent unsightly runs and imperfections. Automotive artistry elevated to obsessive perfectionist levels that modern painters still struggle to replicate consistently. Number 46. Long-distance touring saddles incorporate specially formulated gel padding with density ratings of exactly 95 kilograms per cubic meter, scientifically engineered for 8+ hours of continuous riding comfort without causing numbness, pressure points, or circulation problems during marathon riding sessions. Number 47. Custom bobber motorcycles feature hand-formed Frenched headlights recessed 4 inches into seamlessly integrated nacelles, creating smooth visual integration that requires dozens of hours of skilled metalworking, welding, and finishing by master craftsmen to achieve properly. Number 48. Traditional Springer front-end systems utilize dual compression springs rated at exactly 220 pounds per inch to handle compression loads while maintaining that classic rigid vintage appearance, combining authentic historical looks with functional modern engineering principles. Number 49. Hand-built custom exhaust header systems utilize precisely 1.75-inch diameter stainless steel tubing that's carefully tuned to specific engine harmonic frequencies for optimal mid-range torque production, essentially sophisticated acoustic engineering principles applied to internal combustion exhaust pulse timing. Number 50. Roland Sands designs oversized 180mm rear wheels increase tire contact patch surface area by 20% compared to factory 150mm wheels, putting significantly more rubber compound in direct contact with the road surface where maximum traction actually matters during acceleration and cornering. Number 51. Custom stretch kits extend the motorcycle's wheelbase by up to 6 inches, dramatically improving straight line stability at speeds above 80 miles per hour, while simultaneously making parking lots into complete navigational nightmares, requiring 3-point turns for simple maneuvering. Number 52. Precision machined dog bone pivot blocks adjust drive belt tension to within 2 millimeters even after 5,000 miles of regular use. German engineering precision and tolerances applied to traditional American motorcycle muscle and performance. Number 53. Aftermarket 43mm fork tube upgrades increase front-end structural rigidity by 15% over factory 39mm units, making the entire motorcycle feel significantly more planted and predictable through aggressive cornering while reducing unwanted flex under hard braking. Number 54. Harley-Davidson's hand-hammered aluminum Nest Teague fuel tanks hold 5 full gallons while weighing less than 6 pounds total. Form and function achieving perfect harmony through traditional metalworking craftsmanship that takes years to master properly. Number 55. Some aftermarket clip-on handlebar risers rotate a full 360 degrees, allowing handlebars to fold forward for convenient trailer loading and transport. Practical engineering cleverly disguised as custom styling modifications. Number 56. TrailTech Vapor electronic gauge systems offer programmable shift lights configurable to 10 RPM increments, bringing Formula 1 racing precision to weekend warriors who probably don't actually need it but definitely want the professional appearance and functionality. Number 57. Aftermarket oil cooling systems drop operating temperatures by 40 degrees Fahrenheit at sustained highway speeds, often meaning the critical difference between long engine longevity and catastrophic bearing failure during extended high-temperature riding conditions. Number 58. Adjustable Cafe Racer clip-on handlebars allow width adjustment from 28 to 38 inches for rider comfort customization, because looking authentically cool shouldn't require permanent spinal damage and chronic back pain from poor ergonomics. And when Hollywood's entertainment industry finally discovered these rolling mechanical masterpieces, the entire American cultural landscape shifted forever in ways nobody could have predicted. Legends and Outlaws. Number 59. Easy Rider star Peter Fonda's funeral procession in 2019 drew over 10,000 dedicated riders on Harley-Davidson electric glides from across the United States, conclusively proving that some cultural icons successfully transcend mere entertainment to become genuine legendary figures. Number 60. Johnny Depp's personally commissioned custom Daywalker's motorcycle featured an authentic 50 caliber ammunition shell casing mounted as the headlight nacelle because apparently regular conventional headlights aren't nearly dramatic or theatrical enough for Captain Jack Sparrow's real-life persona. Number 61. Independent filmmaker Kevin Smith rode a Buell Ulysses adventure motorcycle across 35 states during 2008 while documenting American motorcycle culture for his feature-length documentary, proving that even Hollywood directors eventually catch the incurable riding addiction. Number 62. Comedian Dennis Leary performed a legitimate charity stunt by riding a Harley-Davidson across a tightrope suspended 8 feet above ground during a 2003 fundraising event, successfully combining professional comedy with genuine mortal danger for charitable causes. Number 63. The legendary Rolling Stones prominently featured a classic Harley-Davidson panhead motorcycle in their 1975 Hot Stuff album artwork, permanently cementing the eternal cultural connection between rebellious rock music and motorcycle freedom in popular consciousness. Number 64. Television host Jay Leno's massive personal collection includes over 120 meticulously maintained custom choppers stored in a professionally climate-controlled 40,000 square foot aircraft hangar behind his primary garage, because when you're Jay Leno, regular residential garages are clearly for amateur collectors. Number 65. Academy Award winner Morgan Freeman personally commissioned a Joker-themed custom Harley-Davidson, costing over $75,000 in materials and labor, because when you possess that iconic voice, your personal motorcycle should be equally memorable and distinctive. Number 66. Kiss frontman Gene Simmons offered $1.5 million cash to purchase Eddie Lawson's one-off custom shovelhead motorcycle. Lawson politely declined the offer, conclusively proving that some mechanical art truly cannot be purchased regardless of price. Number 67. Harley-Davidson's exclusive limited Livewire edition electric motorcycle in 2018 consisted of exactly 10 individually serialized units priced at $39,900 each for early electric motorcycle adoption by wealthy technology enthusiasts. Number 68. Actress Rosario Dawson successfully mastered riding a 2014 Heritage Softail motorcycle in just 3 intensive days of professional training for her Daredevil television role, demonstrating that serious method acting sometimes requires genuine dangerous skill acquisition. Number 69. The innovative Sturgis Chopper live custom build demonstration in 2015 created a functional motorcycle with frame-mounted Bluetooth speakers for wireless MP3 playback, traditional motorcycle culture embracing modern digital technology integration. Number 70. A 2016 viral YouTube video featured a creative biker playing harmonica melodies through a modified exhaust horn system mounted on his motorcycle, conclusively proving that mechanical creativity and musical expression know absolutely no boundaries whatsoever. Number 71. Harley-Davidson strategically offered $5,000 purchase discounts exclusively to Chicago tattoo parlor employees during a 2019 promotional campaign campaign targeting their core demographic customer base with surgical marketing precision and cultural understanding. Number 72. Sturgis's annual Rat's Hole Custom Motorcycle Show features a live octopus bar as primary entertainment because apparently normal conventional drinking establishments completely lack sufficient weirdness and eccentricity for serious motorcycle enthusiasts. Now, behind all the celebrity glamour, Hollywood mythology, and entertainment industry marketing, some harsh statistical realities about modern motorcycle culture might genuinely surprise even dedicated enthusiasts. The reality check. Number 73. A comprehensive 2018 American Motorcyclist Association study revealed that cruiser motorcycles demonstrate 22% lower fatal crash rates per 10,000 vehicle registrations compared to high-performance sport bikes. Apparently, excessive speed kills more effectively than looking cool. Number 74. Anti-lock braking system equipped cruisers reduce dangerous rear-wheel lockup incidents by 65% during rigorous NHTSA emergency braking tests conducted in 2020. Advanced safety technology that demonstrably saves actual human lives on public roads. Number 75. Motorcycle Safety Foundation research conducted throughout 2021 showed that helmet-wearing cruiser riders suffered 37% fewer serious head injuries in multi-vehicle crashes compared to bareheaded riders who chose style over protection. Number 76. NHTSA's comprehensive 2023 motorcycle fatality data indicates that cruiser riders account for 18% of total motorcycle deaths, despite representing 25% of total motorcycle registrations. A statistical improvement worth celebrating and building upon. Number 77. Independent automotive testing revealed that Harley-Davidson Softail models achieve 4.5 second 0 to 60 acceleration times, exactly 0.3 seconds slower than comparable V-twin cruisers from competing manufacturers, proving that classic styling sometimes costs measurable performance. Number 78. Victory Motorcycles' short-lived Octane model recorded a blistering 3.9 second 0 to 60 acceleration time during 2015 professional testing, temporarily making it the fastest production American cruiser motorcycle ever manufactured before the company's unfortunate closure. Number 79. Harley-Davidson touring models averaged an impressive 44 miles per gallon fuel economy in 2022 testing, representing a significant 10-mile improvement over their 2015 fuel consumption figures through engineering optimization. Number 80. Indian Motorcycles Scout 60 demonstrated 34 feet shorter braking distances from 60 miles per hour during 2017 testing compared to the original 2012 Scout model. Measurable safety improvements through technological advancement. Number 81. Milwaukee 8 engines feature 15% more cooling fin surface area than their twin-cam predecessors, systematically reducing peak operating temperatures by 20 degrees Fahrenheit during summer riding conditions through improved heat dissipation engineering. Number 82. Annual medical costs directly attributed to cruiser motorcycle accidents totaled $820 million in 2022, down from $925 million in 2018, according to comprehensive AMA economic analysis and insurance industry data. Number 83. J.D. Power's 2019 Comprehensive Reliability Survey ranked American cruiser motorcycles at 2.3 problems per 100 vehicles versus the 1.9 industry average across all motorcycle categories. Close to perfect reliability, but not quite achieving the highest standards yet. Number 84. Harley-Davidson's global corporate revenue significantly dropped from $7.2 billion in 2019 to $6.3 billion in 2021 due to pandemic-related international showroom closures and reduced consumer spending on recreational vehicles worldwide. Number 85. Rigorous Austrian noise pollution studies scientifically determined that motorcycle engine sound begins measurably damaging community quality of life at just 45 decibels, 10 decibels lower than standard automobile traffic, making motorcycles disproportionately annoying to residential communities. Number 86. Motorcycle Safety Foundation professional training course graduates demonstrated 23% lower urban accident rates in comprehensive 2020 studies, proving that professional instruction genuinely improves long-term survival odds for new riders. Number 87. Harley-Davidson's stock market capitalization peaked at $14.8 billion in January 2021 before declining to $9.4 billion by December 2023 amid challenging industry conditions including supply chain disruptions and changing consumer preferences. Number 88. The American cruiser aftermarket industry generates $1.2 billion annually, with 60% of spending directed toward appearance modifications rather than performance upgrades, conclusively proving that looking good apparently matters more than going fast for most riders. These harsh statistical realities and economic challenges are actually driving revolutionary technological changes throughout today's rapidly evolving motorcycle industry. Modern mayhem and money. Number 89. Harley-Davidson's sophisticated reflex defensive rider system seamlessly integrates cornering-sensitive anti-lock braking and traction control, operating at 10 Hz sampling rates, meaning your motorcycle literally thinks and reacts 10 times per second to keep you alive during emergency situations. Number 90. The 2022 Pan America Adventure Motorcycles reinforced skid plate successfully survived 1,500-pound impact testing, specifically engineered for adventurous riders who consider paved roads merely suggestions rather than requirements. Number 91. Adaptive LED lighting systems on the Pan America intelligently swivel 40 degrees per second based on lean angle sensor data. Your motorcycle's headlight actually looks around corners before you do during aggressive cornering. Number 92. Electronic rear suspension preload adjustment allows complete suspension tuning within 3 seconds via convenient handlebar-mounted control. German luxury automobile technology successfully applied to American motorcycle engineering. Number 93. Indian Motorcycle successfully captured 12% of the competitive heavyweight cruiser market by 2020, dramatically exploding from just 1.5% in 2016 under New Polaris Industries ownership, proving that healthy competition breeds genuine innovation. Number 94. American cruiser motorcycle exports to European markets reached 45,000 units in 2022, representing 18% of total motorcycle exports despite ongoing international trade tensions and tariff disputes. Number 95. Traditional cruiser sales comprised 28% of total United States motorcycle sales in 2023, compared to 35% for adventure and dual sport motorcycles. The market is definitively shifting toward versatility over pure styling. But perhaps the most dramatic and unexpected transformation isn't happening in the sophisticated motorcycles themselves. It's occurring in exactly who's climbing aboard them and why. Beyond the stereotype. Number 96. Motormade's founder, Dot Robinson, deliberately abandoned traditional black leather clothing for pink outfits with white gloves during the 1950s, specifically countering Hollywood's dangerous outlaw imagery, and her feminine rebellion actually succeeded in earning official AMA recognition. Number 97. The average American motorcycle owner maintains an $85,300 household income, with 26% holding 4-year college degrees, completely destroying persistent blue-collar rebel stereotypes perpetuated by popular media. Number 98. Harley-Davidson's annual Love Ride charity event raised $875,000 for cancer research in 2021, with over 8,500 enthusiastic participants, conclusively proving that genuine community spirit thrives behind all that noise and leather. Number 99. 83% of cruiser riders logged at least 3,000 miles annually in 2022, compared to just 65% of sport bike riders. Cruiser culture clearly prioritizes the journey and experience over the destination. Number 100. Bikers Coffee Club expanded from a single chapter in 2012 to 150 nationwide locations, hosting morning rides and free coffee events. Sometimes modern rebellion looks like getting up early and being genuinely nice to people. Number 101. Cruiser motorcycle riders are 25% more likely to cite community events as their primary riding motivation compared to performance-oriented sport bike riders, conclusively proving that for American bikers, it was never really about the motorcycle's capabilities at all. It's always been about the brotherhood, community, and shared experiences. So there you have it. 101 facts proving American biker culture is way more complex and surprisingly wholesome than Hollywood ever showed you. From World War II veterans seeking brotherhood to millennial women redefining what it means to be a biker, this community spans nearly a century of engineering innovation, artistic expression, and genuine human connection that transcends stereotypes. Next time you see riders at a gas station, you're looking at living history and multi-generational brotherhood. So if these facts surprised you, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the subcultures shaping America.